to us waking up this morning, of course, had to get outside, shovel our driveways and sidewalks, and had a good amount of it. Both Oregon and Capron both tallied 7 inches. Rockford, Loves Park, and Freeport 6.8, and of course, the rest of the list goes on. Now, thankfully, this was a lighter, fluffier snow, so at least it was not that big of a toll on the back, but still, a lot of shoveling had to be done. And we've actually set a record. Since midnight today, we actually got 4.9 inches of snowfall at Rockford International Airport, which breaks a record set in 1969 of 4.6. But what is incredible is what we have gotten so far this winter season, as we have tallied 17.1 inches. And looking back to what happened last winter, so 2024 to 2025, we only got 17.1 inches of snow. So we have already tied what we've gotten through the first week of meteorological winter of what we got all of last year. So yeah, needless to say, way ahead of schedule. Clear skies right now across the region. The temperatures sitting at 6 degrees in Rockford, even some 0-degree readings across the state line, as winds currently out of the north, drawing from a cool pocket of air near about 5 or so miles per hour. That has dropped wind chills, depending on where you're at, close to -10 over in Freeport. And over the next couple of hours, we'll see a steady incline in our temperatures, and winds are expected to calm, meaning our wind chills should be somewhat more tolerable as we get into tomorrow morning. Now, heading into our Monday, clouds are set to make their return. I know a lot of us enjoyed the sunshine here this afternoon, but when it comes to snowfall, well, once again, another slight Alberta Clipper system will make its way overhead. Now, with this one, though, not overly excited for its moisture content, meaning that overall snowfall, maybe no more than a few tenths of an inch up to a half of an inch at maximum. So overall, should be a very light snow, especially compared to the last 2 weekends. Now, as we progress on into our Tuesday, temperatures back to the middle upper 20s earlier on, but by the late afternoon, early evening, warm air is going to start to move into the region. And heck, we could even break that freezing mark of 32 as temperatures jump back into those mid-30s. But that could cause some hiccups for our next system, as yet another low pressure system takes aim at the state line, and with it, well, we could potentially see some rainfall to start as we get into later in the evening and overnight. As temperatures drop, I do think we'll likely change more into that snowfall, which that could mean some areas, especially the elevated areas like bridges and of course our telephone lines, well, they could potentially get some ice on them. So this is something we'll have to keep a close eye on. More snow chances then for us Wednesday morning and Thursday afternoon, before temperatures plummet the rest of the week, only up to 20 degrees Friday, 9 on Saturday, and then down to -1 Saturday night. Let's take a quick look outside our primetime auto video East State Street cam. And Anthony, plenty of snow here over the past 2 weekends, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.
All right, good to know. Have to make sure I go outside. Maybe do you want to build a snowman?
Potentially.
All right. Coming up in sports, the Chicago Blackhawks wrapping